Hello true believers, this is another Aries 0083 video review for you. Today I'll be reviewing the newly minted Spider-Man and Captain Britain Marvel's Greatest Battles comic pack. This at my new favorite place in the world, Forbidden Planet, for the low price of $22.99. This is the store in New York City, not in the UK. Part of this pack, or this wave, is it's going to be packed with Silver Samurai and Cable and Deadpool, and it'll also have Power Man and Iron Fist. This is the pack that I really wanted, but they didn't have it in the store, so I got this guy. Alright, so the history of these characters, at least with me. I've never read any of the Captain Britain stories where he was in this costume, and I've been a fan of Spider-Man for a while. I'm not like a super fan, but I like him. I like the design of the costume, which is unique and it's so recognizable. They hardly ever change it. Sometimes they do, like Black Costume Spider-Man or Miles Morales' costume or Ben Reilly's costume, but eventually it always comes back to the old red and blue. Even when he was wearing the Iron Spider-Man costume, that reverted back to his original colors. It's nothing like the classics. So let me just read the back. It says here, after Chance finds their civilian identities sharing an apartment, a misunderstanding leads to a city-spanning battle between Spider-Man and Captain Britain. Desperate to avoid injuring the visiting hero, Spider-Man lures his opponent onto a construction site and snares him with a well-placed web. Oh yeah. The misunderstanding resolved, the two heroes discover that their troubles are only beginning as the villainous Arcade springs an elaborate trap. Arcade's a jerk. Captain Britain is Brian Braddock. He's the brother of Betsy Elizabeth Braddock, who's also known as the superhero Psylocke from the X-Men. I don't know if Captain Britain's a mutant. I know that his powers come from Excalibur, but in this incarnation, or this version of him, he has this rod, which I don't know what it does. It's probably a cosmic rod. I could look it up on Wikipedia, but if you guys know, leave a comment. And his brother, he has another brother who's an evil reality morphing guy, Jamie Braddock. I don't know what code name he goes by, but he's crazy. But I like Captain Britain. I like this costume. I like the costume that he has in the Captain America line and also in the Marvel Universe line. I think he's leading Excalibur. And we have Spider-Man. Everyone knows the story of Peter Parker, the nerdy teenager who got bit by a spider. Youch! And became the Amazing Spider-Man. Because he was a jerk and let a robber get away, his Uncle Ben paid the price for it, and ever since then he's been fighting crime because of that. Spider-Man's pretty cool. I want to do a feature on my Hyperactive Comics channel about how the new Spider-Man movie is portraying Peter Parker as emo, whereas the old one, the first movie had him as a nerd, but then he like kind of gradually got out of being a nerd. But the thing is, you could give a nerd a makeover, but it's gonna take some time for the nerd to come out of him. So, Spider-Man is using Wolverine's base. He fits snugly on it, which is pretty good. It looks like he uses the upper body of the Spider-Man that comes with the Sentry. It's a smooth body. I like it. I don't like the etched costume because it's this is supposed to be fabric. Fabric is smooth. It's not etched into your skin. And the spider on the back is a little sloppy. His head is on a ball joint, but there's not much to do. Can only move forward and back. The lines are a little off. I have to go into that in the face sculpt. His mid-torso can bend that much. That way. And you can see this hole. His arm can go around, up and down. He has a bicep swivel. Just one point at the elbow. And swivel wrist. Then it looks like they gave him Scarlet Spider's legs because he has a die cut here. So it could go forward and a little bit out. You swivel up here, but they don't line up well. If you want to get his legs straight, it has to be like that. That doesn't line up. His knees have two joints there, and he has a ball jointed ankle, and his legs are kind of weird. It looks like he has swollen ankles, but they bend forward and back. I'm thinking this is the Luke Cage body, as you can tell by the pants, or maybe it's one of the wreckers. He has a ball jointed head, can look up and down. It's pretty good. Like you see, he could look to the side and up and down to the other side. His arms can go around and do this. He has a bicep swivel. Just one point at the elbow. A lot of figures have just one point. And he has swivel wrist for punching. I'ma punch you. Man, look at those fists. If he punches you, he'll send you to the cosmos. He has no waist articulation, just like Spider-Man. He's using Thor's base. So let me get him off the base. His legs can bend forward and back and out to the side. Has double hinged knees and ball jointed ankles, which are a little swollen. Swolled. And by the looks of it, it looks like he has Warpath's legs. Maybe this is the Warpath body. Alright, now, there's only 3 accessories that come with this comic pack. The first one is the Star Scepter that comes with Captain Britain. Has this little iron cross on it, just on one side, and it fits snugly into the good captain's hand. And the second accessory is this, some tangly spider webs for Spider-Man There's a little clip here, so I guess it just clips on like this, or I guess since the web shoots out from under his arm, you can have it like this. And the last accessory, if you can call it an accessory, is the comic book. The comic book was drawn. This is a Marvel Team Up number 65, and it is drawn by everyone's favorite creative team. Chris Claremont is the author and John Byrne is the artist. But the thing is, I'm not too crazy about John Byrne's art, and as you can see, it's a reproduction. It's not like the Wolverine Silver Samurai comic pack, which had an old-fashioned comic in the back, I mean on the cover, and then inside it was Seven the Hard Way Part 2. First we'll go with Spider-Man. Whoa. Spider-Man, it looks like they repainted the black costume Spider-Man figure, and instead of having the white eyes, they painted the black and the white. To me, this is one of the best looking Spider-Man faces out there. I like it. I like it a lot. As I mentioned before, the lines on the side of his face don't match up. Looks good from the front, but not matching. I guess there was supposed to be a line here on the side of the cheek. But this, I don't get. Oh well. And the next face sculpt that we have is Captain Britain. He looks a lot like Grifter from the Wildcats. So if you like Wildcats and you're into customizing, this is a good head sculpt to use. I like it. I like masked guys. The eyes are really cool, just like with Captain Marvel a few months back, which I reviewed. I like the eyes. I like this comic pack. I decided to splurge for it. Like I already said, I picked it up for $22.99. I'm sure when it hits Target, it'll be $18.99. When it hits Toys R Us, it'll be $18.29. But paying $4 more, I think it's worth it, at least to me. I get to do this review before everyone else. And I also have these figures in my collection. I don't have to worry about scalpers or not being able to find this comic pack because I already have it. So $22.99 was a good price for me. If you could find it for retail at $18.99, then I would suggest you do that. But I don't know if anybody has a Forbidden Planet close to them that's not in the UK, and even then I don't know if the UK has these figures already. But the Guardians of the Galaxy comic pack showed up on, I mean the 3-pack show is on Hasbro Toy Shop, so I'm guessing sooner or later this comic pack will show up there, so keep an eye out if you're interested. The comic packs don't come with stands, but that's a complaint that I've had for like forever. These figures can stand on their own. I'm removing them from their stands, their borrowed stands, and even on the slippery surface of my my board, to me, my board, they're still standing. We get another Spider-Man, which, like I already said, I think it's one of the best. And you get Captain Britain, who's a cool looking hero. I think he's cool. He's unique looking, and the lion on his chest is well painted. There was a second Captain Britain in the Avengers with this costume, like I mentioned before. I doubt we'll ever get a figure of that. But I don't see anything wrong with these figures right now. The only other thing, except for the stands, is the aligning of the die. As you can see, if I align it correctly, the rest of the leg is wonky. But these are good figures. I would recommend them. I don't see anything wrong with them, which is what I want to say. Thanks for watching. See you guys.